moment to collect yourself. When you're ready, we shall debate best how to proceed. Gahatia is ready to address the assembled Fellowship of Noah.
Why?
The Fellowship of Noah being accounted for, it is time this assembly was called to order. Rambros will be presiding over the meeting. If you'd be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. Welcome back, girl. I've just been reading about your encounter in the Labyrinth of Ancients. It pleases me greatly to note that you seem none the worse for the experience. Okay. For your reference, I have added my own notes to Graha's preliminary expedition report and begun compiling a Crystal Tower survey log. The information contained therein will be available to you at all times. Should you have any questions, you need only ask. Now, if there are no objections, I shall begin with a summary of the expedition's key accomplishments. Why do I need a summary? We literally just did this. Yes, Red Robin does have veggie burgers. In the course of this, our first foray into the grounds of the Crystal Tower, we succeeded in neutralizing the structure's outer defenses before proceeding to secure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Girl's account, the labyrinth's defenses were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, her report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by Allagan technology. In short, our misgivings were well-founded. The Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above ground by the chaotic shifting of Earth, and it has somehow been reawoken. If, as seems increasingly likely, the tower's secrets should prove too dangerous to share with the world, we will have no choice but to contain them. Short of leveling the place, this will almost certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we will first need to address the question of how they work, the answer to which must surely be waiting for us inside the tower itself. In conclusion, that is where we must go. Oh, it comes out in waves for the raids, got it. A task rather easier said than done if the perils of the labyrinth are any indication. Then, I move that all further exploration of the tower be delayed until such time as an exhaustive analysis of the structure's defenses have been completed. Master Garland, may I entrust this task to you? It would be my pleasure. Don't forget about us! Oh, if only I could. Just like you said, Chief, we founded the Ironworks to make sure that technology was used for the right reasons, and that means making sure it's not used for the wrong ones. We wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't see this through to the end. Okay, lads, well, I hope you're ready for some back-breaking chores. Well, everything seems to be in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you for the present. If I am to witness this valiant tale unfold with mine own eyes, I must needs hone my martial skills ere we ascend the spire. You'll do nothing of the sort, Graha. Your knowledge may prove useful. As an observer, I am not, strictly speaking, subject to your authority. Pray do not mistake my intent, girl. I am well aware I shall never be as a match for one of with your innate talents, however hard I train. Be that as it may, I pray do not allow your skills to rest from disuse during the coming pause. Okay. We will need you fighting fit if our subsequent forays are to prove as productive as this one. Mark me, we have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of that which time has obscured. Soon, however, we shall cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Allagan Empire. Man, this guy yaps. Oh my god. And with that encouraging thought in mind, it is time to bring this assembly to a close. Let us all focus on the tasks at hand, that our next expedition may begin all the sooner. Meeting adjourned. I bet 70% haven't experienced 50% of the mechanics, and this due to gear being way above. Yeah. Regular raids, 8-man ones for the raid gear is from a max gear level. Okay. Such a terrible mess, yet it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. One cannot help but be impressed. I'm beginning to understand the reliance you place on adventurers, old friend. Isn't the outlandish man just like what's-his-face who had the hammer hidden in the ceiling? So this is the legacy the Allagan Empire left behind. If my readings are correct, the energy source awaiting the top of the tower is a match for even the Ultima weapon. Nay, more than a match. Hehehe, a new toy for me to play with. Oh, is it the big reveal? Wow, it's literally him. Wow, that's crazy. He didn't even change his hairstyle. I believe the fates had conspired to deny me my just rewards once again, but it would seem they have a greater destiny in mind for me. And so long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Sid. Do not disappoint me. Yeah, it's Sid's boyfriend. His ex. It was me, Nero. Wow, no way. Wow, I sure hope he doesn't have a hammer hidden in the ceiling guy. Amazing. Circus Tower. See, their armor's pretty. Why don't we have this? Frustrated on the lack of progress. It's been literally 2 minutes. Man, people who didn't get it was him. Oh no. "'Tis you, my friend. You are doubtless eager to hear of our progress on the Crystal Tower." "Yes, very." "Excellent. I'd be disappointed to hear otherwise. Of course, disappointed is the word of the day I fear. I'm ashamed to say there is nothing worthwhile to report. The suns continue to probe the labyrinth of the ancients, and every day brings new discoveries. Alas, the same cannot be said of the Crystal Tower proper. We've not been able to set so much as a single foot inside of it. Why is it back to feet again? You'll recall how the 8 sentinels stood between us and the labyrinth initially. Yes. In like manner, the entryway into the principal spire, Circus Tower, is, as the Allagans called it, is also protected by technology far more advanced than our own. Sid and I have tried every trick we know, but without success. Frankly speaking, we are at a loss. It's discouraging, but we cannot give up. There must be a way in. Dynamite. And so the situation stands, my friend. Until we gain entry into the tower, I fear your talents shan't avail us. It will require time that I am loath to waste, but I have a mind to set my people to scouring such ancient texts as we have on hand. Perhaps we can be of assistance. And you are? The idea is, friends, for we share the self-same goal. You have very bright contacts. I am Une, and my companion is called Doga. We are scholars of the Allagan civilization, sent by the students of Baldessian to assist in your endeavor. Your islands exploded. How are you here? Une and Doga, rather unusual names for this day and age, if I might be forgiven for observing, but I digress. You claim to be here at the students' behest, but we have received nary a word of your coming. Moreover, in light of recent incident at the Isle of Val, I should think they have more pressing concerns. We can only assume that the message failed to reach you due to some mishap. I assure you we are here to help. I don't trust them. I don't trust them any farther than I can throw them. Oh my god, he is so chuny. Oh man. Oh no, Graha. What is it, Graha?
Ugh, 'tis nothing. There was a pain, but it subsided.
Well, this is rather unexpected. Your right eye is the same as ours. The same? You have the Allagan eye as well? This sanguine hue is said to be a trait unique to Allagans, yet I inherited it from my father as he did from his. Only one child in a single generation is born with the eye. All my life I have sought to learn the truth of its manifestation. If there is aught you know, I implore you tell me. Oh no. He's got a bloodline eye that causes headaches. My deepest apologies, we have no answers for you. Only one thing is certain, those who possess the trait are bound by fate to Allag. As your eye has placed you upon the path you walk, so too have we come here to fulfill our destiny. Absurd though it may sound, it is the truth. It seems to me we have not to lose by accepting their aid. What say you? If that is your wish, then so be it. Yet know that I still mean to verify your story with the students of Baldessian when I am able. I trust there will be no objections? Very well, at this moment I name Une and Doga advisory members of NOAA. Without further ado, let us have them examine the Circus Tower entrance. I promise you'll not have cause to regret your decision. Girl, I should be much obliged if you were to accompany our new friends to the tower. Biggs and Wedge are presently surveying the 8 sentinels. The 2 of them can show you the way. I mean, it's not Chuni if it actually has power. So far, I've done nothing with it. Upon arrival, pray report to Master Garland. Okay. I shall join you, girl. With Une and Doga's knowledge, along with your uncanny knack for setting events in motion, I am hopeful we will finally see progress. I see. Pray report to the waging mans. Uh-oh. Well, if it isn't girl, eager to enter Circus Tower and kill everything. Wah, in sight, no doubt. As I'm sure you've already heard, though, the place is locked up tight as a clam. New friends from the students, you say? Excellent. It's been slow going, or rather no going for the chief. He'll appreciate the help. If you'll just follow me, I'll take you to him. My gorilla can't fly is such an unreasonable complaint. Wah. The scary door. some old faces to lift the spirit, and a couple new ones besides. Allow me to introduce Une and Doga. They are scholars of ancient Allag, sent here by our friends of Baldician to aid the investigation. We understand you're having trouble circumventing the tower's defenses. 'Tis our hope that we can be of some small assistance. If your attire is aught to go by, your assistance should prove invaluable indeed. To begin with, let me tell you where we stand. Beyond rises Circus Tower, the principal spire of the structure collectively known as the Crystal Tower. The only way to get inside is through the proverbial front door, the imposing gate you see here. Problem is, we can't get it to open. It's sealed by some mechanism whose workings are an utter mystery to us. Having had no success via more orthodox methods, I went at it with everything from pickaxe to Magitech cannon. Nothing so much but a scratch on it. Ow! For a blessing, the gate doesn't try to reduce us to ashes like the 8 sentinels, but that doesn't make it any less effective as a security measure. It's fiendishly frustrating in its simplicity. The only clue we have is the elaborate device carved upon it. A man and a woman, respected. Allagan royalty, by my judgment. Precisely who these individuals were, we cannot say, nor do we know whether the device actually serves a purpose, like as not is purely decorative.
Wait, we have them. They're right here. They even have crowns on. They're right here.
Grahatia, they're literally right here. Grahatia, we literally have them right here. Gee, that's crazy. We've got like 2 Allagan people. Oh man, if only we had people with like Allagan stuff that could open the door. If you're thinking to force it, save your strength. It's no use. Just ask the calluses on my hand. Rest assured, we do not mean to waste our strength. Indeed, why should we exert ourselves and the gate will open of its own accord? Your calluses can talk? This is actually lockpicking lawyer and his wife. Pog! I don't think any of us expected that to happen. I did! I called it! 7 hells, what is this? What did you do? What are you? Oh, okay. Piercing the heavens and gathering the light, a symbol of mankind's glory and might. Laga. Oh, okay. Its virtue guarded by gates impregnable, only to those of royal blood answerable, exactly as passed down through legend, I am delighted to see. Oh man, not this guy again. Sid, it's your ex. Sid, you didn't take the air tag out of your boot, Sid. Beg pardons for interrupting your bewilderment. I couldn't help but notice the remarkable playthings you have acquired. Nero, you're still alive? Garland, if I didn't know better, I would say you weren't happy to see me. But I jest. In light of our recent meetings, you have every right to be worried. But rest assured, I'm no longer a threat to you. My legion is, for all intents and purposes, defunct, and my association with it means a tight noose awaits me back in Garlemald. And so I've been roaming this land Eorzea, a regular itinerant. In the course of my wanderings, I chanced to catch wind of your latest venture. It sounded positively fascinating, and so I decided to come here and join you. See you later, Chris. After the wrongs you've committed, you think us that gullible? Yes. Wait, you guys can think? If you are suspicious of my intent, 'tis only my just deserts, but I am determined to make amends. A gesture of goodwill. I will share with you what I know, starting with these 2 odd characters. As you are doubtless already aware, the Crystal Tower was the symbol of ancient Allag's might and prosperity. Entry was permitted only to royalty and a select few individuals. Why do you know that? According to the records I have unearthed, only royal blood can open the gate. In other words, the Emperor and his progeny were living keys. You mean to say that these two are descended from Allagan royalty? Oh, I suggest nothing so glamorous. To put it plain, they are imitations of royalty, living keys born of Allagan ingenuity. Wait, they're NPCs? Clones, I believe, is the name your creators gave your kind. Is that not so? Not the clones! Clone Wars? 'Twould seem that the time for concealment is past. Pray accept our apologies. 'Twas not our intent to deceive. We simply wish to avoid causing undue alarm by prematurely making what many would consider deranged claims. If it please you, let us return to the 8 Sentinels. There is much and more to tell. No, we don't need— you could just talk here. Not gonna lie. You could just keep talking here. We don't have to go back to the 8 Sentinels. We can talk here. Very well. No, alright, okay, well, okay, we're here. Why would we turn around? Okay! Seven hells, do you seriously mean to follow us around? Come, Garland, you know me better than to think I spoke in jest. What more will it take us to be reconciled? A gift, perhaps? No, you gotta make out with him right now. An Allagan tombstone. It holds the information I just shared with you, and a good deal more besides. It used to be jealously guarded property of the 14th Legion, but is not yours now. I wish you the joy of it. I look forward to working together, old friend. Boy! Friend! Because it's not safe? It's plenty safe here. We haven't gone through any of the... Oh, good. They teleport... No, guys, wrong NPC. Not there. It's not that one. It's this one. Orico! Wrong one! Okay, there we go. Now I know who to talk to. Ooh, that was almost confusing. If you're ready to listen, we shall tell you all. As it pertains closely to your investigation, your leader Rambros may wish to be present. Oh, okay, well, I'm glad that we're grabbing him in a cutscene then. They have the correct one, do they? Nero hands it over. And don't forget to check the camera roll, Sid. Before we begin, pray allow me to apologize again. It was not our intent to deceive you. But you did. As you have already gathered, we are not scholars sent by the students of Baldessian. Nay, we are clones, copies of people who once existed, given life through Allagan technology. This is rather a lot to take in. If it would not be considered unseemly, might I ask why you and yours were created, and more specifically, what it is you now seek to do? Answering your questions requires that we revisit Allagan history. Pray bear with us. Oh no, the yappening. The Allagan Empire reached its zenith long before our kind came into being. In that glorious age, the Crystal Tower stood tall as the symbol of Allagan pride. Parents took their children there that they might learn how the nigh-limitless energy it produced brought prosperity to the whole empire. That prosperity, however, bred decadence, and the Empire began to show signs of stagnation. This decline was made all the more rapid for want of strong leadership. In a matter of generations, the Allagan civilization became a pale shadow of its former self. Its once gleaming cities fell into disrepair, and its frontier lands were given over to the wilderness. Lamenting the pitiful state of affairs, one technologist made his mission to restore Alec to greatness. Amon was his name, and he believed that the ailing empire wanted for but a potent ruler, and none was more potent than its founding father, whom he sought to resurrect. The founding father? You cannot mean Emperor Zandi. none other. As part of his experiments, Amon created clones of the Emperor's descendants. We are the products of that experiment, copies of Une and Doga. Historical texts mention the reigns of two Allagan emperors named Zandi. It was commonly believed that the second was the namesake of the first. After all, such custom is not uncommon among royalty and commoners alike. To think that the two were in fact one and the same. They just keep cloning their rulers. Zandi returned from the grave and assumed his throne once more, and true to Amon's prediction, the Emperor restored his realm to the glory it once knew. Would that he could have been satisfied with that. It worked so far, okay. In his previous life, the Emperor desired to bring the entire world under Allagan dominion, an ambition that ultimately went unfulfilled. Having been granted a second chance, he was determined to succeed. Realizing that he needed more power to wage his war of conquest, Zandi turned his sights toward a forbidden source: darkness. In order to learn how to harness this power, he converted the Crystal Tower into a restricted research facility. Nero. Darkness again? Seven hells, what is it with maniacal rulers turning into darkness? Well, at least this one won't be bothering us, being thousands of years dead and all. Nero. Would that you were right, Master Garland. Aren't dark nights a thing later on? Alas, Emperor Zandi is very much alive! Within Circus Tower he still abides, his ambition burning all more ardently for his empire's collapse. This is literally the door to darkness, oh my god. Wielding the power of darkness requires prodigious amounts of energy that not even the Crystal Tower could produce. In order to augment the shortfall, Girldm was created and launched into the heavens. On high, it hung, gathering the sun's energy and channeling it to the tower below. However, a miscalculation resulted in a surge of energy that escaped into the land. This triggered an earthquake of unprecedented violence, the calamity that ushered in the Fourth Umbral Era. In the blinking of an eye, the mighty Allagan Empire was laid to waste. They messed up their moon launch, guys. It's SpaceX. Yet even the Crystal Tower was sinking into the technologist Amon, now Emperor Zandi's closest aide, invoked power magic. Okay. Every soul within the structure, the Emperor included, was placed in a deep slumber. In that state, they were to remain until the time was ripe to awaken. Allagan Elon messed up. He really did. Eras came and went. After millennia lying dormant, Girldm was summoned back to the Earth. Oh, okay, its descent triggered the Seventh Umbral Calamity, in the wake of which the Crystal Tower re-emerged. At that moment, Emperor Zandi awakened. In his lust for power, the Emperor consorted with darkness and was seduced by its corrupting influence. Even though his empire is now little more than a fading memory, he will stop at nothing to see his ambition realized. With the giant rage dragon inside. Wait, but didn't the Garleans do the summoning? 'Tis for no other purpose but to put an end to Zandi's madness that we exist. This is the mantle we have inherited from our namesakes, the true Une and Doga. No? Fearing what might befall the world, the two of them sought to thwart their emperor. They gave unto us their will that we may carry on their mission should they fail. Yes, but actually no. They sped it up. Okay. When we came to our senses within the Crystal Tower, we deliberated a course of action. Concluding that we alone could not overcome Zandi, we struck out to find a worthy ally. It has taken years, but our search is finally over. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can cut a path through the labyrinth of ancients. With you as our champion, girldm, we are confident we can end Zandi's dark ambition for one and all. Well, that'll teach me for speaking too soon. Setting my chagrin aside, I see now why you knew about the students of Valdesian among a host of other things. You were observing our investigation the whole time. So, what will we do, girl? The world's in grave danger again, and it just so happens you're an expert at saving it. I don't know, this guy actually sounds kind of cool. Like, immortality and everything. I'm okay. You have our eternal gratitude. Together, let us see the Allagan's empire's dark past laid to rest. has been our mission to recover the long-lost knowledge of the Allagan civilization. But what worth is that knowledge if it means subjecting the realm to peril? Truth be told, it pains me to think that the tower's secrets may become lost to us, but the greater good must ever come first. Besides, no quantity of ancient relics can compare to our friends Une and Doga, living, breathing Allagans. They're only models. And so I hereby declare a change in Noah's objective. Henceforth, we shall direct all efforts towards stealing off Circus Tower. Its dark secrets must never know the light of day. Girl, as you did for us within the Labyrinth of Ancients, I would have you enter the structure and eliminate hostile elements. Suffice it to say, this includes Emperor Zandi himself. We're not gonna talk to him first and see if he's actually, like, we can't talk no jutsu this man? Meanwhile, the rest of us shall examine ways to isolate Circus Tower from the outside world. To work, then! Can't wait for Nero to step in and mess everything up because he's a liar. Wangs, thanks for 25 months. Also, Banks, thank you for 25 months as well. I missed that earlier. Yeah, I'm pretty good at Regicide. They're just gonna use the moon to destroy yours, yeah, from plain old kinetic strike. Ah. Guys, is considered one of the less radical Garleans. Oh, boyfriends are arguing in the back there. Wait, there's something I must know. My right eye is like yours. Does this mean? Is Grahati a half-clone? You inherited the trait from your father, you said. Know that clones are unable to bear offspring. You had no cause for concern. The Allagan Eye, you called it, but to us it is the Royal Eye, owing to the fact that the trait manifests only in those possessed of royal blood. Wait, why aren't they cat people? I cannot well explain why the eye runs in your line, but I'm disinclined to think it a coincidence. Though you are doubtless impatient to learn the truth, pray have patience. All will be revealed in due time. He's a distant offshoot? Can they crossbreed? Yes. Oh, okay. Okay, now we have the Grahati in time. Okay. Well, that's crazy that this is recessive? That means eventually everybody here is just gonna be a cat boy. You should look at the other side of the platform. Why? Excuse me. What y'all do to Nacred? Oh, it's a heart. I mean, it is. But why is Nacred dead? Okay. He has been judged. I see. Well, alright, I gotta go talk to a cat boy. My apologies if I've given you cause to worry. I am quite well, I assure you. As you can appreciate, there's been much for me to think on. Wait, Graha, I am a little bit concerned. That's like cat fur, isn't it? Isn't that like... Okay, that's like... Aren't you related to, like... Your task is to eliminate all hostile elements within the structure, Zandi himself included. This will afford us the chance to seal off the facility. May the crystal grant you strength. Different cat? Okay. I can go to the circus now! Yippee!